This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, a community organisation doing good work is asking for your help. The DCC and Cobb & Co have reached an agreement about the proposed railway station site, including the controversial decking area. And after dissent, fiery meetings and many council emails, a decision has been made over Twisel's medical facility. And a very good evening, I'm Craig Story. A Dunedin man remains in serious condition at Dunedin Public Hospital following an accident in the Hill suburbs. Police believe the man, thought to be in his 60s, was the victim of a medical event. He was taken to hospital in a critical condition after crashing his vehicle into a parked car in Highgate. The crash happened just before 1 p.m. near the intersection of Oban Street. Road diversions were still in place this afternoon. A police spokeswoman says CPR was administered to the man at the scene by St John's ambulance staff. He was then taken to Dunedin Public Hospital in a critical condition. An international road safety charity is urging motorists to take care when on the roads when the school year begins soon. At speeds of under 30 kilometres per hour, drivers have a much better chance of being able to stop in time if a child runs out than if they would at higher speeds. Children can be unpredictable, so drivers need to give the road their full attention and to look out for kids. Many schools have lower speed limits around them. The charity is also reminding drivers that the speed limit when passing a stopped school bus in either direction is 20 kilometres per hour. A month of dissent and tension may be at an end in Twisel's High Country Medical Trust. At a board meeting on Monday, 2 members were elected to the trust, but the issue still divides the community. Earlier this week, Tom Delaney and Connie Heath were elected to the trust. The chairman says it should mean business as usual for the medical centre. Now, more than 300 people voted in the support of the centre's decision to sack one of the centre's doctors. The meeting follows a public stoush in the South Canterbury town when Dr Tim Gardner left the medical centre after an employment issue. At times, board chair Simon Williamson had difficulty maintaining order at the fiery meeting, but Dr Gardner told the ODT he believes the vote gives the trustees a mandate to govern, but he doesn't agree with how they're operating as a board. The Dunedin City Council and Cobb & Co have signed a conditional agreement for the lease as part of the Dunedin railway station. It is for a restaurant, which will include a controversial new outdoor deck. At a hearing on Monday, 27 public submissions on the proposal were considered. Right, and still to come on The South Today. Eyes open on the road this long weekend, please, as the annual Dunedin to Brighton Vintage Rally takes place, and the most expensive food in the world, by weight, is now being grown in a valley near you.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know UV radiation can penetrate through clouds, meaning you can still get sunburnt on a cloudy day?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
We're a 25 Muro Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
Larnac Castle on the peninsula is an ideal getaway, whether it's for an afternoon visit, to wander the gardens or enjoy the stunning views. Perhaps stay a while in one of our fabulous rooms overlooking the peninsula. Larnac Castle is a must-see, and you can now experience the castle's history via a self-guided tour. There's also Camp Estate just moments down the road and perfect for functions or your big day. Larnac Castle, just 15 minutes from downtown Dunedin.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books. With the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garador.
Welcome back to the South Today. The annual Dunedin to Brighton Veteran Vehicle Run has rolled around again. The organisers are hoping the event gets off the starting line without a hitch this time. The 1916 Dennis fire engine is one of two vintage engines that will be leading the Dunedin to Brighton Rally. It has been lovingly restored after it was found as a pile of bits in Clyde. There are only 3 of these engines in New Zealand, but that number dwindled to 2 when one was wrecked. The last year's rain-soaked event, organisers are hoping for a better start to the rally.
This year we've tried to make sure that it's going to be in this one. So we completely rebuilt the motor and now it's running quite nice. Well, as good as we can get it going for being 100 years old.
The Indians will be leading other pre-1919 cars with motorcycles on the journey out to Brighton on Saturday. Keep an eye out for them, okay? And more motor vehicles. The main drag of Rangiora was wall-to-wall polished paint and gleaming chrome ahead of a muscle car event this weekend. Families had more than the usual sights and sounds in Rangiora's CBD today, as many of the entrants of the Muscle Car Madness show filled the streets. The gleaming, much-loved cars of all makes and vintages lined the street, with members of the public taking their time to inspect the restored vehicles. The business centre hosted a street party for the small portion of the vehicles and their owners. That is ahead of the main event at the Northern AMP Showgrounds this weekend. The venue is already looking like a bit of a tent city as people settle in for a weekend of fun, which includes burnouts. Nice. And Central Otago wine growers are looking forward to a good batch of Pinot Noir this year, and it's all thanks to the cold weather. Growers hope the conditions remain ideal right up until harvest time. Mina Amso has more.
Grooming old branches in his valley vineyards, Grant Taylor is pleased with how his grapes are shaping up.
Mina Amso in Valley Vineyards. I'm about 25 minutes drive east of Queenstown.
Taylor says at this time of year the grapes are growing in size and the cool weather helps them grow slowly, which makes for better bred Pinot Noir.
I had a number of friends call up and they're worried because they know what the weather's been like here.
But he believes it's not so bad for the grapes.
If we look at the grapes, you see they're very small. They're not ripening, they're just going through cell division. So rather than being warm and that happening fast, and we end up with big berries, it's cold, it's happening slow, so we end up with small berries.
He says these small berries will hopefully be much more concentrated in flavour because they will develop a higher ratio of skin to juice.
The truth is the concentration's higher, and so it's going to make really delicious wine.
And a lot of the flavour sits in the skin. Valley Vineyard viticulturist Nicole Schofield agrees.
So it's going to make the final product quite delicious.
To make up for the cool temperatures, wine growers now hope for dry, warm weather from mid-February until mid-April. That's when the grapes ripen and develop their flavours, ready to be picked by mid-April. Mina Amso, The South Today.
It's going to be a good year. After the break on The South Today, a little light shines down from the All Blacks selectors on Southern Rugby and the weather for your weekend.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know UV radiation can penetrate through clouds, meaning you can still get sunburnt on a cloudy day?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
We're at 25 Moray Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
Larnac Castle on the peninsula is an ideal getaway, whether it's for an afternoon visit to wander the gardens or enjoy the stunning views. Perhaps stay a while in one of our fabulous rooms overlooking the peninsula. Larnac Castle is a must-see, and you can now experience the castle's history via a self-guided tour. There's also Campus State just moments down the road and perfect for functions or your big day. Larnac Castle, just 15 minutes from downtown Dunedin.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Put your seatbelts on for this one and rev it up. Thursday night is Motorsport Night. Proudly brought to you by multi-award-winning Garador.
Welcome back to the South Today. In a small patch of the Teviot Valley, a very valuable plant is being harvested. A new 1.2 hectare plot of saffron has been added to the Wynyard estate, nearly quadrupling its output. And the growers say production of this extravagant spice is well ahead of schedule.
Teviot Valley saffron growers Wendy King and Graham Strong always plan to expand their premium grade saffron production on this land in central Otago, and it seems they're well ahead of schedule.
Our current plot that we have been harvesting, we produced just under 2 kilos of saffron in 2016, and this year we would be looking at nearly 3 times that amount, going up to 8 kilos in this current one that we're moving into now. So yeah, very exciting.
King says it appeals to a customer looking to add something special to their cooking.
It's amazing because it adapts to your foods. It's a culinary delight. It has its own flavour sensation. When you work with it correctly, it's just an amazing result that you'll get with your food.
Every kilo of the unique spice can be worth up to $30,000 thanks to the high demand worldwide. The corms require a huge amount of manual labour, and King says there's not enough saffron grown around the world, and central Otago's climate is perfect for it. Dee Karen, The South Today.
The Dunedin City Council and Cobb & Co have signed a conditional agreement for the lease of the part of the Dunedin railway station. It's for a restaurant, which would include a controversial new outdoor deck. At a hearing on Monday, the 27 public submissions on the proposal were considered.
The location for a local icon could be under new ownership. Hi, I'm Ruby Spink in Riverton, outside the Environment Centre, where the volunteers are fundraising to buy the building. Featuring in the Lonely Planet Guide to New Zealand, 50 to 100 people from all over the country and abroad come to the centre every day. Inside is a hive of activity, with different sections devoted to different causes.
So we have organic food, we have seeds to grow, organic potting mix, we have groups like an estuary care group, a seed saving group, a forest garden group, and we save heritage fruit trees, and so there's so many cool projects and things that happen from this wee base.
The Environment Centre is a registered charity, residing in the same building for 15 years. Through that time there's been 2 generations volunteering for the centre. Now they're looking to buy the building.
$75,000 is not too expensive, and if we tried to build a brand new building, it'll cost thousands, and it's really nice to save. This is a 1908 building, so really nice to save it and honour that heritage as well.
Guyton says the volunteers plan to build a double garage out back for a seed growing project and build the mezzanine floor into a reading room with a view of the estuary. But to do this, they'll need public support.
The main one we're doing is through Pledge Me, which is a nationwide fundraising thing, and on there's some rewards, and so we've got some quite interesting things like Devonshire tea in the Forest Garden. Also we've got these lovely big beams here. That's a space someone can donate money to us. They can have their name or their business name or their favourite quotation on it. And so we just launched that yesterday at 12 o'clock, and we've got exactly 1 month to raise the $75,000, as well as our own efforts with our groups putting some money in, and we've got a barn dancer Saturday night.
The Pledge Me page launched yesterday and already has nearly $3,000 donated towards the project. I'm Ruby Spink for the South Today.
Well, plainly that wasn't the right track. We apologise. The All Blacks Sevens team is sporting a more southern focus, with 2 new caps being based in the South Island. Otago-based Vilimoni Kori and Tasman player Tone Shui join the Wellington Sevens team. The colourful competition kicks off in the capital this weekend, with New Zealand taking on Samoa before games against France and the USA. At the competition, DJ Forbes makes a record-breaking 82nd Sevens World Series appearance and his 11th in Wellington. Okay, it's time now. Let's look at what's happening in the Otago Daily Times with the editor.
Hello, Craig.
Hello.
Yes, plenty happening in the ODT tomorrow, and we lead with a positive story. Construction is booming in the region, and the University of Otago's building work and program is set to create more than 1,000 jobs.
Wow.
That's a very positive note to begin the year, isn't it?
That is a good story.
We have a report on a Mosgiel woman who ripped off her dying father and a disabled brother for $65,000. That was heard in court today.
Oh dear.
Beds are filling up and cash registers are ringing as Dunedin prepares to welcome in the year of the rooster.
Good.
Tomorrow, and according to informed sources, the weather is going to be good.
Indeed.
So we hope that's the case. In sport, was it your New Year's resolution to get fit?
No.
Well, it's most people's. Let's just say that. So we have found the ultimate challenge, the Dunedin's stadium to surf run. So details of that in the sports section tomorrow. Have a look at that. You may be inspired. You can walk it or run it.
Give it a
crack. You can walk it or run it. So we also catch up with Tessa Jop, the latest girl from the Maniatoto, to feature in the New Zealand hockey team. So they have a fine tradition of providing hockey players from that region.
Excellent.
Great weekend reading in the weekend mix. A cover story looks at the start of the school year and classroom discipline, amongst many other things.
Interesting, many topics to discuss and some good news too.
Exactly.
Outstanding.
Thank
Thank
you
you very much,
Okay.
Mr. Stewart. And it's time now to have a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather update proudly brought to you in association with Silverhorns Emu Oil.
Starting with today's southern view, that is Jacobs Estuary in the Riviera of the South Riverton. Looking at the situation, well, it's more of the same, groundhog, and we can expect this for a week or more. Weak cold fronts, changeable weather. A brief change of good weather on Saturday arrives, but then Sunday, cooler southwesterlies. All across the region, it's about the same. Fresh nor'westers, high cloud, and around about 20 degrees for Lumsden, Gore, Catlin, and beautiful Balclutha. To the central look, moderate nor'westers, some high cloud and 24 degrees for Alexandra. Queenstown, moderate nor'westers, high cloud 23. Te Anau, again the nor'westers, high cloud, late rain and 18 for you. And Wanaka, some high cloud 24, and again with the nor'westers no matter where you go. Oamaru, moderate nor'westers, fine and 19. Or Marama, moderate nor'westers, high cloud 23. Timaru, nor'westers, 19. Fine conditions, a little bit of high cloud around Twizel, 23. Dunedin tonight, fine, a little bit damp of course, lighter winds and 9. Saturday, fine and sunny. A little whimsy high cloud late in the day and some light nor'easters 11 and 18. And Sunday, scattered showers, mild northerlies to begin with, but showers becoming more widespread, I'm afraid. Cool south, a cool change to the south 11 and Oh, yeah. So, yep, 11 and 16, 11, 9 and 16. And Invercargill, oh look, it's fine tonight, light northerlies and 9, you can tell by looking outside. Saturday shows up with fine conditions. High cloud later, mild northerlies, 12 and 18. But for Sunday, rain increasing, mild northerlies, showers widespread by the afternoon, but they will clear later. That is 9 and 15. And we will leave you now with some of the shots from the week that was. On behalf of the good men and women and the hard-working team of Allied Press and the South Today, I'm the stuttering Craig Story. Thank you. Good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.